Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick and I'm a top author on TradingView with over 190k reputation points. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. This is the place to go for high quality free trading education. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight onto the charts. In this video, I want to speak about gold because at the moment we do have quite interesting price action and structure. Now, as usual, I will be providing a complete technical and then order flow analysis, and to keep the video as educational as possible, by the end of the video, by using the combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here on this pair. Now, starting from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that the market at the moment is approaching a quite important supply and resistance zone. This is the all-time high for gold. From here, all the rejection to the downside was created. Again, here, the market tested its zone and rejected it to the downside. So there is a very good probability that the market, since currently has very strong bullish momentum, will want to go and test once again what kind of liquidity we have inside of this zone. So there is a good probability here of seeing more bullish continuation for the market to actually go and test this area. Now, if we drop down on the weekly time frame, what do we see? Now, from a weekly perspective, we can see a triple bottom printed at the area. We then had the rejection higher. The market at that point started printing higher highs and higher lows. So essentially what we had was a bear market, which was printing lower lows and lower highs. Then we had a triple bottom at this zone, and then we shifted to a bullish market from a weekly perspective, which is currently creating higher highs and higher lows. So what we could expect at this point is a short-term correction and then more bullish continuation for the market to go and reach the supply zone and resistance area that we have just identified on the monthly time frame. Going down on the daily, what do we see? Now, here on the daily, first of all, this blue box is the one that we have identified on the monthly, which is the upside target that we expect the market to reach and to go and test. And here on the daily, what we can see is that, first of all, I spoke about gold a couple of days ago. After this impulse, I made a full breakdown explaining all the reasons for which we could expect this correction and then the continuation higher, which is exactly what the market gave us. And then from here, I wanted to see another correction and the continuation higher, which again is what the market gave us. The market provided a correction, went and retested previous resistance turn support and created a move higher. And by the way, I will link in description that previous analysis so you can go and check it out for more free education. Now, at the moment, what we can notice is that we just got a new impulse to the upside from a daily perspective. In general, after an impulse, if you want to measure the correction, you have to take your Fibonacci from the low to the high of the impulse. And if we do that, we can notice how we have the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement, which is lining up exactly with the previous daily resistance turn support. Now, this creates confluence of support from a daily perspective at this zone, meaning that there is a good probability for the market to want to go and test this confluence of support given by the 0.618 with previous daily resistance turn support before then potentially getting rejected to the upside. So if the market will retrace to this zone, how we could be approaching a potential rejection higher. Now, before we speak about that, let's first go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders. So the COT data, which is what the non-commercials, so the biggest speculators in the market are doing, which are essentially hedge funds. What we can see here is that constantly we have seen an increase of the net positions, meaning that institutions have been shifting their positioning to the bullish side of gold, going from 64K all the way up to now 150K net positions. So slowly getting increased in net positions. So adding longs that went from 209K to 243K and closing shorts that went from 151K to 93K from an institutional perspective. So gold is getting quite strong. We see that also reflected in the price action. So if we will have this correction, how we could be approaching this potential rejection higher. Now, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily combined with the COT data, those are the best time frames from a directional perspective. However, when it comes to confirmations and entries, the best time frames are the intraday time frames, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what we could be doing is monitoring price action from an intraday perspective during this move to the downside, waiting for the market to shift from an intraday bearish market as we would have to an intraday bullish market. And if the market would shift from an intraday bearish to bullish market and provide to us one of our valid entries, at that point we could be looking for a potential rejection higher for the market to complete this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside. Now, if you don't know what I'm speaking about when I say valid entries and these kind of things, that is all part of the mentorship program, which you can find at transparentfxtrading.com. Here you have the possibility to gain access to my entire course with all the rules of the strategies. You also have the possibility to gain access to one-on-one private mentoring, the VIP market breakdowns, so the Telegram signals, the COT data software, which is the one that we used in this analysis, the trading station software, which puts together everything that you need as a trader all in one interface. And if you scroll lower here past the testimonials, you will see that at the moment I'm running a special promotion in which you have a huge discount on the lifetime access price of the mentorship program, all the way down to 97 euros from the 497 euros one-time payment. And since I have partnered with the forex broker Blueberry Markets, if you open an account with them from the student dashboard, you can get a full refund credited back into your trading account. And if you scroll over, you will see that at the moment there is still time to join before the timer goes to zero and the offer expires. However, spots are limited, so if they get filled before the timer goes to zero, then the offer will end anyway and price will go back to normal. So I really suggest that you join directly from here to gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the checkout. So definitely looking forward to have you on board. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button and comment below. It really does support the creation of more free analysis education and updates for all of you. And I will see you in my next breakdown.